Okay, it's the wrong page. Okay, yeah, this was it. Ignore this. This is just me seeing if the sounds were going to be too loud or not. Um, yeah, so we're back. I wasn't able to put a post out today to let anyone know ahead of time, but yes, I'm streaming every Thursday at this time. Welcome back, everyone. Uh, I've been playing a few games today already, but of course I've got my scheduled this time. We're gonna be playing some games today. Hopefully, we're gonna get a decent amount of wins, and I suppose let's just jump right into it. Play 1800 Rapid. Here we go. All right, I'm 1835. Also, something I've started to do is I've been starting to hide my opponent's ratings during the games. Uh, I kind of like that actually, because it can sometimes surprise me about like if I'm playing a good player and I drew a good player earlier on today, like 1900, and I surprised myself a lot, and yeah, so I was really happy with myself. So I don't face that stress in the actual game, so I like not showing ratings. Okay, all right, let's think now. They're threatening to go b5, and I gotta move my bishop back over here because then if I go this way, then my bishop gets trapped. Let's play a4 to stop that, or maybe I just play a3, and after this, but then this. I just still don't like it. I'll just go a4. Or actually, a4 makes a weakness here for his knight. Uh, I could go here, like e6, and then, yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe d4. Okay, let's just go d4. He's gonna take up a bunch of queenside space, but... Oh, he just takes. Interesting. I thought he would play b5. Let's go here. Actually, wait, takes. That I have an isolated pawn at the center that's weak. Not the biggest of issues, but I do have a better development. Um, I mean, I kind of have to take back actually though, so yeah. Let's. Wait a minute. He lets me just take that knight? Huh? Um, I mean, he's just letting me isolate his pawns, two isolated pawns like this. He's gonna trade queens, of course. Yeah, I think this is. I think he was much better, but he gave up that chance. But okay, just gonna play e4. Um, yeah, I mean, it's not winning, but we have the edge here, I think. I'm a bit worried about this, targeting this. Let's just... and I can't even move my king or else I'll just take the pawn. Ooh. Actually, let's go here. Okay, I'm thinking if he goes here and he tries to attack with this, I just go back and defend. Or I could just play h3, but I want to develop my bishop. Okay, he castles. Oh, also, I just realized I'm forgetting something. I forgot to turn on the music. Here we go. Okay. I got some feedback from some of my friends yesterday that, not yesterday, but from last stream that my mic was a bit too quiet, so I've moved it a bit closer this time, and also I've lowered the sound volume of the board and the music, so hopefully that's a bit better today. Um, what do I want to do here? I want to develop my other rook. Um, let's go rook here. I could also try to start targeting these weak pawns, but I don't quite. I mean, yeah, I don't see a way to attack just yet. So let's just move the rook here. Try to double on the d file. It's the open file. And also plays that move, preventing bishop here, and also back mate. All right, let's continue doubling on the d file. That he's playing very oddly. Um, I'm also considering knight here, but then after bishop back, I'm just not really thinking about what I'm accomplishing. So is this a good move? It's not a good move because after here, I mean, he's just developing. I want to trade off this bishop. This bishop is very powerful, so I want to try to trade it off. I think that's definitely good for me. I think I should have done that a while ago. Now, okay, no. Actually, I could go here, here, here. Actually, I could go f3, preparing knight here to infiltrate with a knight. So, I think that's what we're going to do. Rook there. Developing the rook. Logical. Let's go here. Preparing to jump to one of these two squares. Seems pretty strong. Alright, that move now allows the rook to defend this square, but do I want to jump here or do I not? After the rook moves somewhere, what have I accomplished? Not quite much. Maybe I could go rook here, then here, possibly. Here, though. Maybe here, attack the pawn. Here, he like defends it somehow, and then I go here, fork the pawns. I think that's good. And also it gives me opportunity to bring this other rook in. Bishop goes back. Now I believe this is just a fork on the bishop and pawn. So I should be winning after this. Oh wait, no, the bishop's defended. But I guess he doesn't really have a good way to defend this pawn anyway, so listen, even at 1800 level, you're gonna miss stupid things. Like, that bishop is defended. In this case, it didn't really hurt, but knight there. That's a move. But the thing is, after I'm not sure if it's actually a good move because I know there's a good ideas like relocating the knight. I guess it attacks the bishop, which is good for him. If he goes here, he's probably not trying to go here, but trying to relocate it here, but the rook guards that square. Uh, yeah, but now that just gives up another pawn. Or do I want to do this? And trade off the bishop. Actually, I think I could do that because after the rook moves somewhere, I take it. It doesn't matter what he takes back with because then I take the pawn. So, and the rook can't see this because after knight here, the rook has to move somewhere else. I'll take the rook. So I think this is a good move because I want to get rid of that bishop. And now I've got this. I'm going to be up two connected passed pawns in an endgame. Ah, he can go here and attack that pawn. I missed that. Um, I mean, I think we're still better off just taking it, though. I mean, we're up one pass pawn in an endgame. Unless we want to be greedy and try to hold on to this pawn and capture this pawn later on because it's weak. Do we want to do that? I go like here, rook here. Oh my gosh, I'm very bad at drawing arrows. And then I can get like a rook on the 7th. That seems really good. But not here. It seems strong. Then here. Let's just hold on. Let's keep the tension. Keep the tension. I don't want him to activate his pieces with that. Okay, that just gives me a free pawn. Okay. Let's go. Immediate instinct is just go ahead and push the pawn. And if takes, yeah. Remove that. I want to take with the rook because if I want to keep these pawns together like this. He's offering me a trade to trade the rocks. I'm up two pawns, so trading the rocks is a good idea. Uh, how do I want to do this? Wait, I have 50 seconds left? Oh my gosh. I did not realize how low I was getting on time. Okay, we gotta lock in. Rook here, here. Uh, if he gives me his checks, I just walk my king up, and that's not good for him. So giving checks isn't gonna help him. Knight there? What? Start bringing the king. Okay, his knight is trapped. Uh, okay. Oh my gosh. This is actually terrifying right now. I mean, for both of us, honestly, like this is completely losing for him, but I'm like dead on time. Knight's trapped. Okay, we got the queen. Okay, I think we can win this actually. Check. 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 Let's go here. Try to get a mate here. Might give a check. Let's go. I don't got a I just gotta, I don't need to think. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's, I don't, how did I let my time get so low? That was crazy. Okay, let's get a game review real quick. Doesn't seem like anyone's said anything in the chat yet, but that's alright. 89, accuracy of 89, that's pretty good. Nice. No really mistakes. 5 inaccuracies, but let's see. I find that the narration never really isn't actually any useful. Maybe like when you're like sub like 1400 maybe it might help, but um like after that it's just not really that helpful. So I just you do it like this so I can see the engine moves. Yeah, that's all theory. But the best move there, nice. I was actually thinking here. Yeah, taking was inaccurate. Taking back with a knight was inaccurate. I wanted e takes. Okay, that was a mistake because of that, and yet he has these two isolated pawns, which isn't good for him. And yeah, I should have traded that off earlier, but I liked that I didn't know. Yeah, I'm glad I was taking here a good move. It was not a good move. I'm glad I didn't take it instead of playing here. Yeah, then he that was a good move by him apparently. Because he was just lost either way. And it was at this point I realized I had a minute left, but still played pretty accurately, it seemed. And he went back, trapped the knight, gave a few checks. Then, yeah, got the mate. Alright, that was a good first game, actually. You know, we're 1843 now. If we could end the day above 1850, that'd be amazing. Alright, we've got a Latvian game. Have I played the Latvian game on stream before? I'm not sure. But it is one of the games I play a lot. No, is two ways to accept the gambit. I might narrate this a bit, but in Latvian gambit, there's two ways to accept it. One is like this, the other is like this. The way he accepted it here, or my opponent accepted it here, is usually the better method, or preferred method by the engine. Now the best move here is to play d4 to take control of the center and defending the knight. One something that often appears is that it might seem like queen h5 is a good move, but after g6, the tactic where like you sack the knight to get the rook in the corner doesn't work because after I take back, the queen can't take here because my queen defends the rook. Uh, yeah, all right, that's the best move. We can play d6, kick out the knight, and then usually our move is to take back with the pawn here. Now, usually the moves that you'll see is knight here, here, or here. Now, the best move is to go here. I've seen here a few times before, and that's also fine. But this move is actually not good for white. Now we're actually black has the advantage here. No, this often this is something you'll see a lot when they pin the pawn to the king, and oftentimes what you want to do is just to pin it to unpin it right back with your queen. However, I think I always forget. I think the best move here was to yeah, he has c5. I think the best move was to go ahead and play d5 immediately after this, but not sure, quite sure. But yeah, let's defend with this. Yeah, that goes there. Thinking we just develop our knight. Takes. Then we could go knight c6 at some point to attack this pawn as well. I think this is a pretty equal but unbalanced position. I mean, we've got there's an open file here, and he's gonna try to. I think he's just trying to stop any moves from going here. I don't think he's trying to play G4 himself. But let's go ahead here, attack this pawn. Pins it to the king. Interesting. He's also attacking this pawn as well, so I think I'm just gonna go queen here to defend this pawn and also unpin this knight. Even though we're blocking this bishop, now we are allowing this bishop to move somewhere. Alright, he allowed me to take here, so I think that's the best move. Actually, I think it's a great move because he's kind of gonna have some issues. Like I'm attacking the queen, the forking square on c2, and also the bishop, which is pretty good, I think. Yeah, bishop back defends the square. Good move. I think I want to castle kingside because if I castle queenside, there's my king's right on the open file. And if I castle kingside, though, I have the rook on the open file, and my king's somewhat safety, so that seems just much better to me. Uh, uh, let's see. Where do I want this bishop to go? I can put it here, 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 maybe even here, but it just seems a little too passive. Here seems like it is a bit passive, but also works. Here seems like pretty active, but after knight here, I just have to move it, and it seems annoying. Maybe I could go here, then. I go here. I just don't like being able to be kicked. Maybe I could take, isolated pawns. But this time it's not the same, you know? But let's just go, let's just go here. 80 meaty might emote, yeah. Let's take, might as well. I'm up a pawn, so I don't mind. Alright, put the knight, I want to move it to the center. And let's castle. Oftentimes when I tell beginners to try to castle by like move 10 or even by move 15, they always love to get on to me like, oh, you castled on move 18, oh, what you hypocrite, or whatever. Uh, that's what they like to do. Thinking rook here, put the rook on the open file, attack the pawn. Develop a rook. Probably like my last undeveloped piece. He defends it with that. Now, I want to develop this bishop to a more active square, so here or here. Here attacks the rook, but after the rook moves, we haven't really accomplished much. He's developing his rook as well. This pawn is weak, so if I can move like this knight here, somehow, maybe. Seems good. Or here, but takes. Perhaps. Actually, I think let's move our knight here, actually, because we want to try to get it to this square, which is really powerful, and as a matter of fact, he instantly trades it off, because he just knows that it's too powerful for him. If a knight gets to the square. Attacks this pawn. I'm really worried about this pin, so I'm going to play king h8 just to get out of it really quickly. Here, yeah, now that he plays that, I just realized that I missed a shot of winning a piece by skewering the bishops. But actually, wait, no, he had. Wait, no, no, it was because after this takes the bishop is defended by the knight. 1800s makes mistakes too when they move really fast. Okay. Let's. What am I gonna do? Go here. Here is takes. Here takes. Yeah, that's good for me actually. And if here, And that bishop is just kind of... Uh, actually, you know, let's just maneuver our bishop to this square. If we can't get a knight here, we're gonna put a bishop there. Yeah, now we put the bishop here. And now, actually, I think we can get that skewer we wanted. Because now after the rook moves, we can now do the skewer again. Huh. Uh, so now, skewer, for those, I'm pretty sure most people know this, but I'm attacking. Yeah, now he resigns. Yeah, this was a good game. Okay. I have this thing where I don't really like rematches. First of all, because I like game review um, now that I have premium. If I played like 77 accuracy, well, but if here's the thing, I don't like rematches because if I beat the same person over and over again, I'm gonna feel bad for beating them so much. But if I lose to the same person over and over again, I get really tilted. So I don't like doing that. And also it just makes it way too competitive, and I just don't like that. But yeah, that's why I don't like rematches. It says I actually played like an 1800. I've never actually see it say 1800 before, but yeah, seems like I had a lot of misses here. Let's do this. This is all theory. Not that there's not a good move because after takes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure D5 was the best move and I missed it. Now it's the best move. Now it's the mistake. Ah, I haven't memorized all the theory. That's a mistake. What did it want? A6. I guess that kind of makes sense because what if like queen here? What's queen f7? Uh, it's weird. Not taking here is an inaccuracy because it wanted me to kick the queen again. I I don't know what to say. Uh, taking here was a mistake. Why? It wanted bishop c5. But like, what about knight here? Bishop d6. I the thing about like analyzing your games from an engine is I don't know like should I take this as like a learning experience or should I just take this as the engine is being stupid and recommending me engine lines that I would never see. Okay, that was good. I missed bishop a4. Bishop a4. What about bishop a4? I mean, I'm attacking the knight, but after I run a move, I mean, okay, takes. That's a blunder because of this, but I missed it. But now yeah, wait, that was a miss. He wanted a4 to preventing that with a4 instead. Okay. I guess because that allows me to still get the fork or the not the fork but the skewer. Three three great moves in a row. You don't see that every day. Yeah. We're off to a pretty good start. 2 wins in a row. We check see if any of you guys are commenting or let our chat. Have any chat messages? Not yet. All right. All right, but we've already got to 1850. If we could like not get, if we could like not lose more than we win for the rest of the day, I'd be super happy. We're probably gonna go into another Latvian here. I have to like to pre-move this if in case they take like this. I like to pre-move pushing it, the pawn like this. Hopefully do this time so we can see the other variation. Okay, this is a move that I also see. So here, the best move is to take like this. Now, the best move for white here is to take this pawn. Like, play knight takes e5, but they never do it. I've never ever see it, but that's the best move. This is also okay, but after d5, I get a huge center after, like, the knight goes back here or here. Oh, and there is a little trap after, like, this knight goes somewhere, like here. I move the knight here. He and his knight goes here. Oftentimes, I'll play knight f6, and then they'll play, like, e3. Or, I'll show you guys after the game. Okay, it's a little much to narrate here. I'm gonna be drawing arrows like Hikaru if I, like, if it's gonna look like that. I'm no Hikaru, but it's gonna look like it. And I certainly am not. Okay, he gives a check. We just block. Alright, let's just gain a tempo on this knight real quick. Actually, he was gonna go back and gain a tempo on my bishop. Wait. I'm trying to think if there's any bishop takes f2 ideas. Let's just takes. Thing is, he's heavily guarded the g4 square. After castles, like, so after something like castles, king here, or maybe not even king there, just rook here, check, double check, so he goes here, here takes, oh, do we do it? I really want to do it, even though there's a voice in my head telling me that it's not a good move, but I want to do it, so we're gonna do it. It's for the content. Okay, no castles. It's probably gonna go rook here. Ooh, I want to connect my rooks because these two rooks can see each other, and I want to be able to take back with the other rook if he ever trades rooks. So I can see a way I could get my queen out. I see a way I could get my bishop out, but to get the knight out of the way quickly enough seems tough. Because I can see a way to attack with these four pieces. These two are kind of these two are kind of out of the game a bit. I also have some queen b6 ideas in case I ever need to give a check. However, he could also go like d5. Actually, wait, no, there's en passant, so it might actually be a good move if needed. Yeah, like if king here, check, then king here, check, discover check, then here, mate. Wow. You can notice how long he's thinking. He's scared. Is this my first brilliant move on stream? I don't know. Yeah. Let's hope it's a brilliant move. Okay, he goes there, is what I was expecting. Now, is check here good? Because after here, here, or actually, wait. Check, wait. Check here. Um, check here, Here. Take. Take. I don't think this is... Is it good? Oh. Okay, this just feels like the most intuitive move. I'm gonna go for it. Let's see. Sometimes I like to check my profiles account to see when their account was created. 2020. Alright. I believe mine was in 2022. Yeah. Surprised he's not moving instantly here. Do I trade? I don't want to trade the rocks, but if I don't, then I think he'll trade the rocks, and it's bad for me. So if king takes, I don't think that's good for him, because after check, if he moves and I check here, check here, it's, I mean, he is holding on. But after, oh, after here, h6. So yeah, if takes, king takes is not good for him. But if queen takes, I go here, he goes here to stop the mate. Or no, he just trades actually. Here, takes. Uh, check. Oh, that's I forgot about this. Check here. Check. If takes, then ah, I'm starting to think I didn't play a brilliant move. Okay, you know, let's just win back the exchange. I think that's just the best option for us right now. And this does give us a decisive, like, a, or I wouldn't say disadvantage, but uncomfortableness. Oh, by the way, after this, all right, he kind of has to take it here because if he just goes back, he gets what's it, smothered mated. Yeah, he gets smothered mated after the he gets smothered mated after check here, queen check here, and yeah. Okay, d3. I want to close the position a lot. I don't want this bishop getting out. And also, I can use that pawn for a later attack. He also got to worry about back rank mates. Like, if he moves bishop, he's getting mated. Wait. Here. And he can't take, or else he gets mated. Is this a good move? Attack the bishop. And I'm also threatening to take, because if he takes back... Wait, no. Here, and then he just develops... Here, he just develops the bishop somewhere. And if takes, then the rook guards the back rank as well. So here, like here, here, here. Let's just go here. Hopefully we can pull this off next move. And if he plays like h3, I really want to sacrifice this other bishop. I'm feeling really aggressive this game. Alright. I'm also, something I was considering is, can my queen get kicked around in any way? And I was thinking his knights can't do it, and well, interesting move. Very interesting move. Take, take. If he takes my queen, I take back with the pawn, and how is he gonna stop me from promoting? I suppose he can move the bishop. Unless... What if I... Does this move still work? Because after takes... Uh... No, I don't think it works. Um... Let's think. Hmm. Here, take. I think this wins a piece, because if he trades queens first, at the end of it, his knight has to move. But after his knight moves, then I take the bishop. But if he moves the knight initially, then I just take the bishop with my queen. Wait, no, because the knight just takes. Oh. But let's still consider it. Here takes. I really want to see the game review of this. It's such a game you don't see every day. Unless you're like Witty Alien or something. Something that I certainly don't see every day. Uh, I think we just need to develop more pieces. So it's hard to develop these pieces though. Uh, let's just. I hate to do this, but I'm just gonna go knight here. Maybe I have some ideas of like stopping knight c5 and also potentially playing knight b4, attack this pawn. Ah, I didn't even see that was hanging. Um, I don't think I want to trade queens. I think it's better if I like, go back here. Wait, that does hang another pawn though. I just feels like this is the best move. I've got one in 1 minute and 51 seconds. I gotta move fast. Look there. Let's activate last piece. Queen attack. Let's go. Um, what do I want to do? What do I do? Could go. Just go here. Uh, Knight here. Okay. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on. We're down a rook for a bishop, a knight, and a pawn. I had a game like this earlier today, but I won on time. However, we are not up on time in this game, so yeah. Okay. Okay, knight there defends the pawn. Let's. How do we? What do we do? Does that? Does that win a knight or win a piece? Because if this knight moves anywhere, then I get a fork. And this knight can't attack anything else like the rook because the bishop guards the square. Yeah. Let's take here. Oh, and I held my rook. I sound like Eric Rosen saying that. But now we're equal. Now we're equal in material. Okay. We just gotta hold on here. I have to puppy guard this pawn. My king is more. Both our kings are active, but I think feel like it's easier to activate my king than his. Let's go here, and we'll move this pawn afterwards. Unless I had a feeling that was a good move. Actually, wait, I can take this pawn. Okay, I might not talk here because I'm just gonna be locked in. Gotta focus. Holy crap, I'm looking at the time. It's already been 50 minutes. I feel like I haven't been doing this for that long. I have a feeling he'll check here. Initially, I was gonna go king here, but now I think I have to defend this pawn. Let's. Ah, I hug a fork. Actually, wait, can I trap the knight? I don't. Activate the king. Okay. The knight's. Can't move. Oh my gosh. Okay. Time can really get to you sometimes. Words of wisdom. Uh, do have a nice blockade going here. Uh, terrified. No, I have 1.1 seconds. I think this was drawn, but yeah, it's a draw. I have the advantage. What? No, yeah, it's a draw. Because the knight has to sacrifice itself for its pawn at some point. Oh, oh well. Oh, look at that evaluation. Uh, it appears that I did not uh, get a brilliant move. But let's start review. It didn't like bishop f5 or bishop c5. What? Uh, that wasn't a brilliant move. It wanted to trade rooks here because like queen takes. Oh, because we get a repetition. I don't know how I didn't see that. Oh well. He takes the rook. That was yeah, that was a good move by him. What did it want here? It wanted just to trade the queens. Okay. That was inaccurate. Evaluation of plus 3.5. Then that was a bad move because that was a good move by him, taking the knight. Uh, I played inaccurately here because I'm 30 seconds. But, oh well. Oh my gosh, we played horrible here. It still says we played. We did not play like 1600s here. Uh, 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 just a moment. Okay, I had to send a text. Okay, oftentimes in Queen's Gambit, when I transpose into a Queen's Gambit like this, I like to fianchetto my kingside bishop, and then figure out something what to do with the other bishop. Maybe trade it off. I was gonna have a friend join today, but he didn't get his join in time, so or get his Discord ready in time, so wumpty wump wump. Thinking Queen B3, attack the spawn. But I feel like I kinda should have this bishop developed. Or maybe something I get annoyed about all the time is knights on the side like this, and I want to do it here, but after it bishop back, if I ever take it, then he just takes back with the H pawn, and this rook like, is good for attacking, so don't ever get a good chance to do it. B5. Now I'm instantly thinking if I could sacrifice the knight, pin the knight, you go plays like Queen D7. Ooh, Queen D7 is blunder because of this. So takes, hold up, takes. So he can't play Queen here. What if he like moves the rook here? Here, attack it again. Is that a possibility? Wait, wait, he could defend with the queen again. Then I go here. I'm gonna do it. I've done this once before when I like sacrificed because I knew I'd win a piece back. Oh wait, something I didn't consider is that queen here, knight here, and then rook here because now the queen defends the rook. I didn't consider that at first. Okay, he just blundered. Okay, he just. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh, I did not see that. Ah. Well, let's see. Alright, let's see. Taking that was a blunder. Apparently, like, something else like this was bad because this. And, like, what if he goes to rook here? It's still better for black, actually. But, yeah. Oh, man. Oh my god, I'm not. I know I shouldn't play people. I know I shouldn't, like, abort games, but I'm not gonna take that level of disrespect. Okay. Get another Latvian. Okay. This is another line. Yeah. This is another line. The other line I wanted to show you guys. Uh, Usually they don't play queen here, but in this case they did. But the theory is kind of the same. We're gonna take back this pawn with the bishop, and I kind of like this line. Because after this, oftentimes we get either a weak. He either gets a weak pawn or a pawn up in an endgame. So this often transposes to a really early endgame. Except for takes, they usually trade queens here. Wait a minute. Do I have a tactic here like this? No, let's just castle. Now we're actually threatening to win this pawn. Alright, trade queens. Oftentimes the computer likes... What I usually like to do is to take with the bishop because I don't like to block... I never like blocking the bishops with the knights. But I feel like it's better because of king here defending the pawn. Okay. Yeah, now let's take the... Yeah, that's just a free pawn. Pawn up in an endgame. Uh... Huh. Let's go... Wait, I want to go here? Attack the bishop? Yeah, let's do that. Developing, attacking a piece, I don't see why not. Bishop here. If he takes it, good for him. Or bad for him, actually. Because I just get my rook out. If he takes, then I take back with my rook, and it's like moving my rook up is something I want to do anyway, so I can double the rooks. And also, I'm double attacking this knight, so I'm threatening to win another pawn. And I will take the extra pawn he's letting me have. Got to worry a little bit about back rank mate, but he's got a pin here, and I'm gonna unpin, or try to uh, not have any targets on this square potentially, so I want to go ahead. I just want to, this just feels right to me. It just feels right. I don't know how to explain it. Right, he does that. It also prevents knight here. It also prevents back rank mate in the future. Let's, I want to go here, attack that pawn, possibly. This. I'll just get the other rook in the game. Or I want to develop this knight, or the knight actually. Yeah. Actually, wait, no. Here, then bishop here, and I'm getting forked. So, wait, maybe here, here, here. Takes here. Takes here. Bishop moves back and blocks the side of the pawn. But then, wait, no. Wait, no. Wait, no. Here, 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 and if I'm attacking the pawn, and also I'm threatening to take this pawn as well because it's pinned to the king. I like that. I like this a lot. Yeah. Go ahead, take the pawn. I dare you. Um, all right, so he doesn't take the pawn. He's a wuss. Uh, Probably shouldn't say that, but yeah. Um, how do I want to do this? What do I want to do here? Let's let's provoke him to take that pawn, honestly. I really want him to take that pawn so he can walk into that pin. It feels so. That was stupid. That was very stupid. Oh my gosh. I suck at this game. Uh, I played so good until the end. Okay. We're about back where we started at like 1820 today. So, isn't that great? Uh, Alright, it feels like this guy's being a copycat. And I don't like copycats. The rook on the open file. Um, I really want to get my knight, a knight to this square somehow. So I'm thinking, how can I do that? One of these two squares. Now this Canadian the knight gets to these two squares quickly. Yes, this knight could go here, here, here. I could go here as well, but then after he could take it. Then even if takes back. Actually, I could also get it there by like. Wait, no, never mind. I thought it was this square for a second. Do I want this? No, that knight isn't really doing much. Let's go knight e1 to try to go back to here. Queen there, applying pressure to this pawn. Good move. Let's defend it with this. Now, I will happily trade off this bishop because all of my pawns are on dark squares, which means that my dark square bishop is going to suck. Uh, right now, the knight is going to continue its goal to get to that square. Oh wait, this bishop attacks the pawn. Oh my gosh. I have... Wait, no. Oh, the knight also does that as well. I'll have to say my knight defends it. Oh my gosh. Um, let's hope for the best, I guess. I can't even go there. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. I don't even want to game review that one. It's just one mistake, and one mistake can really tear you down. Okay, no blundering this time. If I'm gonna lose, I want it to be from getting positionally outplayed. I'm a bit disappointed in myself right now, in case you guys can't tell. Okay, C3 is a weird move. I don't know if I've ever seen that move before. Let's go D5. The knight goes back. He's wasted a bunch of time moving his knight around. Let's actually. I don't think this is a bad move. Wait, is this like not horrible? I feel like I've already blundered, but uh, um, let's. Alright. Oh wait, yeah. If I block with any of these two pieces, then he takes this pawn. Oh wait, no. Because if I block with the knight, he takes this pawn, I take the knight, he can't take this bishop because the knight defends it. No, I gain a tempo on his knight, on his queen. Wait, no. He's attacking it. So, like, that. Yeah. I don't, I don't like how my knight's in front of the bishop. I might have to do it again to give a tempo on his queen, but I'll just move it back this here now. Alright. After he moves the queen, I think I'm just gonna go here. We started off really strong today, but we threw it all away. Ooh, do we want to go here? Uh, let's. Uh, I don't. Let's go for it. I think I'm getting a little tilted. Just do it. I was just thinking about this move. If I go here, I think that's okay. Here's not bad. Takes, 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 takes. Sure, my pawns are doubled, but I don't think it's that bad. I could have really easy development, and I have the bishop pair. I also think I just have a space advantage. He's given me a lot of checks. I'm getting a little bit tired of it. I might do one more game after this, but I think that might be it after. But you know, let's just try to go for the draw for this. Or did we go for the draw for this game? I don't know. I don't know why I just traded. Now I can't. Like, these pieces are kind of frozen right now. Here, here, here. He moves somewhere, and then I take that pawn. So actually, it isn't a bad thing if I move this bishop. Yeah, and then we both castle. Let's go here, develop the bishop. Now here's a little sort of little question for y'all. If I had to trade off one of these bishops, one of my bishops, which one would it be? I'll let you guys think about that for a second. Which bishop is less valuable? It's gonna be this one because I've got all these pawns on the same color square as this bishop, so I don't like it. Considering going here, but after takes, if we trade these two pawns, I'm not sure it's good for me. But actually, I can get some pretty good can I get a good activity out of it? I don't know. I want to move this rook out of the way so I can actually play this move if he goes like knight here. Yeah. This bishop is purely a defensive piece right now. Uh, uh, he's just pushing that pawn. I don't think that's a good plan. I mean, what is this? The goal is the goal to go here, here. If takes, if wait no, if here takes, takes. Not the king, but the rook. Let's go here. Just realized that I ruined my chances of having a really good outpost here, but let's go ahead and take. Let's go here. go here soon, unless he plays like here. Okay. Let's go rook on the 7th. Um, yeah. Is knight here any good? I don't think so, except for here, you just gotta move it again, and then I take the pawn. Bit worried about here. Oh, that's so passive, man. If I go here, he moves like here, and I take here, here. I mean, his knight's on an outpost deep into into my territory, but I think it's alright. Actually, wait. Here, then he could go here, attack the bishop. Then my bishop has to move somewhere. So like here, and then uh, let's. I just want to see what he does at this point. Also, if like move like here, then I take and yeah, I figured. Now let's go back here, I think. He moves that. Okay. Just go back here for now again, I guess. Can always go here. And he can't stop it with that because the bishop covers that square. I think it's this is I think this is winning for me. I didn't think about rook there. Wait, he wants to go here to like attack here. I don't want to trade off this bishop, but let's bring the king. Actually, gotta bring the king at some point. If he goes here, I think I just actually here take isolate a pawn. No bueno. I want to go here at some point. Yeah. I don't like how this bishop has to babysit this pawn. yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go for it. Okay, I'm down on time. Getting a little tired. Oh, wait. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. Yeah, let's uh here. Um, oh, I could have gone here. Let's. I need to just make moves. Oh my gosh. Okay, one more game. Hopefully, it's not against a 1600 and we end up going below 1800. We started the day hoping to stay above 1850, and now we're hoping to stay above 1800. That's how it is sometimes. I don't like playing against center game or the Danish Gambit because I just don't. I don't know the theory. I don't know how to play with black. I always play f5 and some sort of d4 opening or e4 opening at some point. So yeah, this doesn't look half bad for me though. Can't take my queen because it's pinned. Thinking I could pin his other knight as well. Looks uh, not bad. Oh, that's a taking with the queen is a blunder because after it takes, I lose the queen. Let's castle. Ah, but he's gonna castle too, and now my queen's actually in danger. Let's go over here. That isn't pawn isn't actually attacking anything because it's pinned. As a matter of fact, if takes, yeah. Uh, am I just winning here? want to go rook here, attack that bishop. Because I kind of want to take this, but after this, he gets a fork, which, no bueno. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, I just almost just blundered this. Do we... No, can't go here because the bishop covers. How do we defend this? Knight here, maybe? It looks super annoying and super not right, but my opponent... I'm always worried about that for my opponents, and I think it's the correct move here. Alright, let's go... Let's see, here... No. Ooh, takes, mate. Let's do it. Goes here. That I just take. Goes here. There's also that. Do I have take? Alright, I gotta make this last game a good one. He is threatening to take this, but then after this, I think it's alright. I've trapped the bishop in here with me. Oh, well, also that I want to make use of this knight somehow. I don't think it's doing much of a job right now. But the knight is busy defending this rook. Maybe the queen is the queen misplaced? I don't think it's misplaced. Maybe the rook doesn't belong here. Maybe the rook doesn't belong on e8. Maybe I just go back with this knight. Yeah, and then if he ever tries to threaten mate like this again, I go here. Check here. I don't know, maybe it's not. I'm already starting to regret my decision. That's here, probably? He's playing much faster than me. I feel like I should think more, but do I have to think more? Is the question. I feel inclined to believe that I need to think more. Okay, now let's just play faster. Alright, this is what I've been thinking. Now that he played this move, now that the pawn is here, he can't go here anymore. Now he can go there. Let's... you know, just go with my instinct. go over this night at some point. Knight here, good move. Let's go for it. Defends this, attacks this. Interesting. Uh, I kind of just don't want to play this game right now. Or- Like, I want to resign just because I don't want to play this game. We started off so good. What happened? Well, I think it was just a losing game anyway. Yeah, +5. Castles was bad. It wanted me to just take. What did it want here? What? Queen C4. No way that doesn't seem right. That just doesn't look right. After like this. That just feels. We stayed above 1800. We stayed above 1800 today. Wasn't a complete loss. We started out. Oh, yeah, let's X this out. Well, thanks everyone for watching, I suppose. Wait. Wait, did I just realized that I think I muted the desktop audio. Did I just have the desktop audio muted for the entire stream? Oh my gosh. Well, I wasn't really didn't have much of a plan for this stream anyway, so I guess it's fine. But I'm about done playing chess for today. Hope you all enjoyed. Catch me next Thursday at whatever time it starts for you guys. I know there's different time zones, but yeah, stream's gonna be ending now, so yeah, I'll see you guys next week, or maybe even in my next short if you're subscribed. Uh, but yeah, I'll see you guys then.